20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left on a run.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47.
Third and long for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
It gets it over the middle to Cobb. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Jaxen. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jaxen and the Ravens. Here's Jaxen on 3rd and long. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Hey, kill.
Prescott on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Cooper's got it. And he's going to one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. This pass into the arms of Snead, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jaxen. And he rifles one incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jaxen and the Ravens. Now it's Jaxen. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jaxen, option right, stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jaxen, 27 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to... And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. And he didn't get there.
Here we go. Come on, tip your arm. Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. I got you. Pop.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On second down now, it's Ingram. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now it's Jaxen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 20. There he goes left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Play action. Now Jaxen. He'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Okay, I got a quick tangent for us here, Charles. Let's look at the teams that have not yet won in the NFL. The 0-3 teams, the Jets, Dolphins, Bengals, Steelers, and Broncos. Who do you think is the first to get off the schneid?
Well, when you look at it, who has the open week? Who's safe? The Jets?
The Jets, yeah, they don't play anybody, so they're not going to win this week.
I think the Bengals and Steelers, they play each other.
Yep.
So I think the Steelers beat the Bengals and get off the schneid. They're the team that I'm looking at closest and having the best opportunity to get it done.
How about Denver hosting Jacksonville? A possibility there for the Broncos, right?
Definitely a possibility, but I like the way that Jacksonville comes into this game. A big win on Thursday night at home against Tennessee and riding their hot rookie quarterback Gardner Minshew, and their defense looked ferocious again.
What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive.
We got 3. We're going to 52.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready? Let's go. 54 miles. Let's go, team. Don't be upset. Go.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Jaxen, option right, and an alley to run. The quick feet by Jaxen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Elliott running right. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. First down, Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Charles, before the game, you and I were looking at the still undefeated teams in the league, and Detroit's technically won at 2-0-1, but let's look at the 3-0 teams. The Bills, Patriots, Chiefs, Cowboys, Rams, 49ers, and Packers. I'm guessing if I ask you who would lose first, you might say Buffalo because they play New England this weekend.
I think you're right about that because that's what you look at. What's the schedule tell us? We know the 49ers are safe because they got an open week coming, so they should be okay on that one. But you would say Buffalo, even though they're at home, New England gets them. But as a wild card, putting them on upset alert, Green Bay on Thursday night with a desperate Philadelphia team coming in. You know, you've got to be really careful with that, despite the fact Green Bay's defense has been so impressive in the early going.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in...
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now Griffin. And how about this? It's complete. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
They're going to try and run the option right, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Ingram again, a first down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. This is Ingram. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jaxen eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he touchdown, Ravens. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby. Check. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chris Wormley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Prescott going right side. He has Witten. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A first down carry by Elliott. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
48 months. 48 months. Hey, I'm coming.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the back.
After the interception, here's Jaxen. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw is Jaxen. It's complete to Brown, right side. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Ball up to the 30 and 10. Jaxen now. Rolling to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And the Cowboys are able to recover. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
10th carry now for Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
They'll throw on first down with Jaxen. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing is Jaxen. And Jaxen cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jaxen and the Ravens. Here's Jaxen on 3rd and long. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now Jaxen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. Past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson. taking it in as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott on the left side. Gallup's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Being chased out left. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance.
And it caught up.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Here we go.
Jaxen, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Young leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Prescott now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Steps away to his left. Jaxen hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's got some space here. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, They were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for two. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Christian Covington picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jaxen, and the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Jaxen and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Jaxen from the shotgun. Stepping up. He's going to Jaxen hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. From the 24. Prescott, he'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now the pass brought in by Roberts. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jaxen to Boyle here over the middle. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Jaxen. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 68 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position. 35. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's Jaxen. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake. Here's Jaxen. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, throws like that, especially where we sit in the fourth quarter, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, and you know one of my faults is that I often view this game through a defensive back's eyes. And in this situation, your team's losing, it's late, tighter coverage, take a chance and go and try and step in front of one.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now it's Jaxen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Elliott. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On the return is Jones. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back. And then
Jaxen hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Prescott now from the 50. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll run with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you said 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
S-T-R-O.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Hit the field, hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this.